Hi there. Well, I always like to try new tools to automate things and really prototype and generally just experiment. So I stumbled upon Gumloop recently, and well, I have to say, first of all, I love their website. Some parts are even interactive, and it's yeah, kind of simple. I think they're rocking it. I think the difference between others like Zapier and Make is that they have a lot of tools focused on specific AI tasks and text manipulation. And yeah, they cater probably to an audience that is a little less text heavy. But yeah, I think they're quite interesting because you can create workflows, right? Um, and every workflow is potentially an API endpoint as well, which is really cool. So I don't have to do or faff around with additional configuration. Plus, it allows users to create interfaces out of them. So I think it could be interesting for things like lead magnets, micro apps. Potentially, somebody could even power their business with some of these automations. So I find it very interesting. And yeah, this is a preview of how it would look like. So yeah, pretty cool. I tried to give it a spin because yes, I'm always on the hunt, let's say, for new tools to prototype use cases. And I've been toying around with the idea of adding a LinkedIn reviewer in our app at Content Radar. And yeah, I thought of taking my recent posts. So with an API like I don't know, Rapid API, I took my recent posts, added a little bit of information about me, and here I created a prompt to basically go through my posts and get me number of likes, number of comments, and then tips about how could they be improved. Yeah, so let's actually try this. What do you say? Let's give it a try. So here I take these two inputs, context and prompt, combine them and getting a response. So let me run the workflow. And yeah, there you have it. Pretty fast as well, which is nice. And here I have the overview. So it analyzed my last posts and just goes through basically things that it found out, the top of funnel type of content, the middle funnel type of content, the bottom of funnel type of content. And this is very interesting. Some areas needing improvement. So yeah, it suggests me basically to do some more product announcements, maybe post with a clearer value proposition. And it suggests me areas of improvements as well. So I could probably use that is through some more product announcements and some of the posts could be featuring a clearer value proposition. And yeah, I know this. I don't really have call to action, so I'm not really selling anything right now. So that's fine. But it may not be for somebody actually going through this process. Yeah. I do have some visual content, but yeah, I could do some more actually. So yeah, here we are at the part where it lists the top 5 posts that I have and it's trying to make up titles for them. I don't think this is good on my side. I should improve this in the prompt. But yeah, basically this is a post I published on Friday about how to find motivation and so on. So actually this was one of the highest performing. And it looks a lot like top of funnel because yes, it's a personal story, right? That tends to be fitting this kind of category. And then I also have the review of TLDR computer from last week, which actually performed really well. And my analysis on DeepSeek earlier this week, together with some prompt writing tips. This was also performing very decently, even though it's an older post. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it finds out what made this post successful and sees patterns between these posts, which is pretty cool, and suggests me other areas of improvement. Use cases, maybe to include testimonials, Again, value proposition, and then the call to action yet again. Yeah, so this is pretty cool already. And it suggests me also more posts for next week. Let's have a look. Actually, pretty good. 5 unexpected ways AI is changing product design. This could actually be something I end up posting end of week or next week. Hidden costs of AI implementation. Yeah, also very interesting topic, to be honest, not just from a cost perspective. And yeah, how we reduce LLM time. Response time by 60%. This is also interesting. I could be posting about some of the optimizations that we made. And then from designer to founder, okay, this one is something I should totally post about. And the future of AI tools. Yep, this is also another topic that I'm fairly passionate about. This is pretty good already. For fun, I actually took content from 3 profiles I follow and like their content of. So I have Caitlin, Charlotte, and Jonathan. So very quickly, Caitlin has a newsletter called Why We Buy. Pretty amazing stuff, by the way. You should subscribe. Charlotte has Octolens. She's the founder at Octolens. Really stellar tool to track mentions across the interwebs. And then Jonathan with Jane Smart just keeps rocking it, to be honest. And recently they released also a book that you guys should have a look into. Yeah, click. It's probably a successor to Sprint, but I haven't read the book yet, so I will let you know soon. So yeah, let's go back to my workflow. And here I added all the recent posts. I removed the repost. I combined all of that input and basically does the same thing plus their profiles, post data. So yeah, basically I say, hey, finally, I want you to compare my content to profiles I like and follow. And then there you have the content. So let's run this workflow and see what happens. This is taking, of course, a little bit longer because there is a lot more data to process. And voila, there you have it. Let me open this in a proper window. Okay, so I check out the output. A lot of it looks the same because it is the same. It's the initial analysis that I task, in this case, Claude to make. Yeah, the top 5 posts haven't changed, of course. And yeah, it gets a little bit better at understanding what made this post engaging because it has more things to compare it with, which is super cool. The topics really haven't changed much, and that's okay. That's perfect, actually. And areas of improvement, yeah, this is also now improved because it has, again, more content and context to compare my posts with. So I could use some more emotional connections in post, and it makes an example of who does this well. More consistent use of hooks. Yeah, this I don't often do, but it helps, admittedly. Yeah, audience participation is also something that I don't elicit often. And yeah, storytelling is also something that I should be doing more of. And again, the call to actions. Yeah, these are constant. Maybe I should start adding them. So yeah, the tips are, again, stronger hooks, emotional personal stories, encourage engagement, and so on and so forth. I think you can read from here. So for next week, it gives me different suggestions now, and they seem to be a bit more on point as well. So that's pretty interesting. It adds a section about comparison. So yeah, I think this is also fantastic. I think I can take this text and make it a lot more actionable in the app or in the email that I want to send. There's a lot more that I can do with this as an inspiration. And yeah, it actually gives me some suggestions for my own tone of voice, which is super cool. So Charlotte has a transparent approach to sharing business metrics. Caitlin's is concise, punchy in her post. And yeah, actionable takeaways sounds great. And increasing audience interaction. I'm sure this is from Jonathan because he rocks at this. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Yeah, I will continue hacking on this, and yeah, let me know if you would like to actually have a look at this workflow. Thank you so much. Bye.